Well, here we go. A little bit of a show and tell here. I've assembled this little system. It was a project I was doing for a friend in Vancouver, and he had a couple of Dynaco amp and preamp combination that he wanted upgraded and refurbished. So what we did was we started with the PAT-5, which is the preamp here. And we completely rebuilt that little baby with 2 line boards, 2 phono boards, a power board, and we also changed out all of the RCA jacks to nice gold ones from the crappy aluminum ones that you used to have. And then we also changed out the potentiometer, which was extremely noisy on the old one. We put a nice Alps potentiometer in there. And the one that gave me the most grief was the ST-150, Stereo 150 power amplifier. And so what I did was I installed filter caps. I also put in the large caps. I put in all new capacitors on the PC36 board, and all new transistor drivers, etc. Even the output transistors, all the semiconductors that go into that particular board, and ran into a bit of grief with a shorted output transistor, one of the NPN transistors that shorted to case and frapped out a resistor, but luckily everything came together. I ended up enlisting the help of a tech friend of mine who did a fantastic job of digging me out of a ditch, and now the thing is working flawlessly. So also with the system, he bought a Thorens TD-160, which is one of my favorite turntables, and I think one of the most tweakable turntables on the planet. And what I've got here spinning is Astro Color, which is a friend of mine is in this band that I work with, and he's the drummer. And so I thought I would put in some props for him. And on this track, we've got Cuba Ohms as the guest singer, very famous Canadian artist, as well from the BC here as well. And I've got that mated with these beautiful Pioneer HPM-40s, and we'll give it a spin and do a first test of how the amp sounds and the whole thing sounds now that the amplifier is all balanced and the DC is set properly. And there we go. Let's give it a needle drop. And I think we're at the that's the end of the last track. Here's the next track featuring Cuba Ohms. I'm just taking the grills off here. It sounds really good. Unfortunately, the room isn't ideal. It's a very tight, small room, so
it's a long way down to the bottom of this. Put our feet on the ground. The sky's so high, I can't be the case.
Sounding really, really good. Imaging really, really good too. How good does that sound?
It's a matter of time before bird flies right through an open
And there you have it. One finely tuned amplifier, rebuilt preamplifier, great turntable, and a great sounding set of speakers. Makes for a really nice system. So there you have it. All complete. Obey all further alarms.